Okay, are we ready to do this thing?
Nope, but let's do it anyway.
Let's do it anyway.
So,
Did someone send out a Steam announcement?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
You know this part up at the top is for you, Sigma? You're going to say Control Point episode 34 recorded on June 8th, 2008.
Oh, no kidding? Cool.
Yeah, you get to say that.
Yeah, we signed you up.
Yeah.
I'm a righty.
Now we're going to ask you not to speak for the rest of the podcast, though.
Maybe flipped or
Okay.
something, but this is wrong.
I'll just hit my mic and make noise to wreck your recording or something.
Are you recording yourself?
Yeah, I just started.
Okay, cool. Let me start.
Okay.
Sweet.
You might want to do a Clappy Jones.
Clappy Jones.
Wow, we missed all that gold earlier?
Really gold?
Clappy Jones. Okay, give a couple claps, Sigma, if you could.
What was that?
That was a golf clap.
That was a golf clap. I'll vouch for you. I
That was
gotta
a
quit playing
golf
with that. I'm
Clappy
making
Jones.
noise with that thing.
I love these things. I love all the little toys that we play with while we podcast. Okay. All right. Well, no time like the now. Let's ready?
Yep.
Okay. Sigma, if you could do the little intro thingy.
Alrighty. Control Point, episode 34, recorded on June 8th, 2008.
I'm Brent Copeland.
I'm Wes Wilson.
And I am Eric Fullerton, and today we have a guest joining us all the way from Canada. Is a TF2 guru, Torin Steppen.
Now, do the Canadians, do they speak English?
I
we
think
have to have
this
a
one
translator?
does. This one just might.
Yeah, I'm fluent in that.
Okay, good.
Now, are you in an area that's like French Canadian too? Like, do you speak French as well?
Well, I sort of, but I live in Alberta, so I kind of suck at it.
Well, you know.
Now, I guess most people will know you as Sigma Sign on the in-game. Always owning people and schooling people and TF2 knowledge and whatnot.
Dominating. Are you playing Dominator?
Yeah, but I haven't dominated anybody yet. My target hasn't been on.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
It might be
mine
Eric.
hasn't either. Oh, well,
Is
yeah.
Eric your target?
I swear I'm getting on tonight.
I can't say anything.
Hey, Eric, I think you're going to be playing a game with Sigma later tonight.
Yeah, if I join and go on the other team, you better watch out.
Uh-oh. See, it'll be hard to know, really, because generally everybody will just kind of join whatever. Other than Ivy usually joins my team, or will just ask me to join her team because it's fun to duo NG and stuff like that with certain people. But generally, I can never tell. I mean, people just get on whatever they get on. So I'm going to be clueless either way, unless someone beacons me and then starts yelling my name or something. I'll get you, nailhead, or something.
Yeah, or
That might
I just started
tip me off.
I just started beaconing people at random to make them freak out. over the last few days.
Nice.
Oh, that's right. I forgot mods got a little advantage if they want, right?
Yeah. By the way, speaking of clueless, we have an empty briefcase. It's wide open here. There's nothing in it. And I don't really know what to do about this. It makes me dreadfully uncomfortable and fearful of the future.
Wow. I guess we'll just have to open it up and see what's actually inside of it.
Okay. Well, it looks like we've got some status here, from our people. We've got I
see a status report from Sigma Sign here in the briefcase.
with that. We also have a reconnaissance segment this week. We're doing CP Steel.
Cool map.
We've got some discussion of the Control Point mixtape.
Oh yeah, there's a little tape in here too.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. And there is a new Team Fortress 2 podcast.
Oh.
Oh, a few, I heard.
Yeah.
And they're adding up. They're
Yeah,
stacking
they
up. We're obviously failing and dominating the market. Anyway, we've also got an update and some surveillance.
And some info about the new unlocks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And we have 3 questions this week. 3 MP3s that people sent in from.
That's
So we got a
incredible.
lot of things.
Oh,
we got
I guess we got a
answer and-
retraction from last week from what we said the unlocks were going to
Oh,
be.
yeah. Who said that?
I'm sure it was me.
Really?
Well, I'm
So
the
it's all
one
your
who
fault?
read the article.
Oh, you
that had
mean
in
we
there.
said Sniper was coming out?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was worded strange in the press conference thing. It said that the Unlocks and Meet the Sniper video are going to be released simultaneously. They didn't say what Unlocks
Yeah.
were.
Well, and then
from
after
or
that, there
whatever.
was a sentence that was worded strangely too that said something about the new Unlocks Meet the Sniper. It was like the whole sentence was weird, and either I read it fast or I think they edited it. I think it said in bold Snipers
Well,
next.
the thing is, it needed commas and it needed certain things that.
Will not be the new Unlocks, and I apologize for any
It is,
misinformation
as
I
was-
propagated.
As was originally predicted by Control Point members, so much so that it was linked in an article from another site.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
That our members had figured out who was getting the next unlocks.
Good job.
So
Nice,
excellent
nice
job.
investigation work.
All
Okay.
right.
Who wants to do
Go on
their?
to, you know what? I'll go first because mine's pathetic.
I'll vouch for it.
Let's see. This week I did. What did I do? Oh, I played some Conan on Monday night. We've decided that Monday night is going to be kind of our Conan night, where we just kind of group up, and we had a vent channel open called Age of Conan. And some people, anyway.
Yeah, the new
So-
the new vent channel.
Yeah, so we had a little vent. So you guys feel free to come in there and poke fun at us playing Age of Conan.
And tell Eric to show us his boobies, because that's always fun.
I do that so much around Portage and around Hyboria.
But oddly enough, you're like the only one. Have you
Yeah.
noticed that? Like, not many people run around showing their boobies, even though it's possible.
Ooh,
Yeah.
you can take that. I did not play any TF2. I not to say that I'm ignoring TF2.
Did you know Dark?
Yeah.
And so I logged on to play with you, and you weren't there.
Yeah. It was weird not playing CP After Dark on a Friday night because I always do, but and I always have something fun to report on the next show. But this time we got a fun new addition to our Red camera in the mail. So I spent all night playing with it. Yeah, an EVF. It's an electronic viewfinder, so that you can see through your eyeball what you're filming. Anyway, so that was a lot of fun, and but I spent a lot of time this week working on music. In fact, every day I was writing some stuff. So right now I have 12 unfinished songs. Pretty soon I don't know what I'm going to do. Bust out an album or something. I'm just kind of doing some research, doing some remixes, some collaboration, playing some Macarium daily. That's well, okay, actually Sigma will probably get into this in more detail, but the CP tourney turned out excellent. I watched on Saturday as they were playing in. And let me tell you, the Jazz and Ventrilo did an awesome job of doing like a play-by-play commentary. I swear. I mean, it just felt like it was so professional. I mean, you got the game, you log into source
Commentation.
you like that?
I like commentation.
And man, it was a full experience. I had a load of fun. I was a little late to the show, but now knowing that kind of level of professionalism is going down now, I mean, I'm gonna tune in, and I hope someone recorded that, because that would be cool to watch and listen at the same time. It was
Yeah,
very
and we
cool.
could throw up like some actual, like
do
like
highlights,
sports
like
looking.
sitting-
Yeah.
yeah. So
Of course,
anyway.
we've said that before, and then they updated it, and we couldn't mess with the
Don't.
demos anymore. And
yeah.
Well, we have those. We could still do that.
Yeah.
It's not. We do have some AVI files of that.
Yeah.
yeah.
And really, if
We
someone
could do some work. We
Hop
could
on
actually.
that.
We could produce something if you would like.
I would love to kind of touch it up and do a cool intro. an outro kind of thing, or I don't have time to
So what you're
edit
saying
and
is
do
you want-
highlights and whatnot. But
You want someone to do the bitch work for you.
yeah, pretty much. But just let us know. Toss us an email or Steam chat thing or whatever. Anyway, my week is done.
Is done. Well, I can just go ahead and some too. I logged in and I heard them in Vent talking about it, so I hopped on Source TV and started watching it, and it was a really fun match to watch. They're using the tourney rules, and I think they restarted once because one of the teams wasn't really they didn't really know about the tourney rules, and so they're really confused when the other team capped the first point and it ended the game, and they were like, "What?" No, we had, so they weren't.
What?
If you knew the tourney rules, you would have guarded more against that. Otherwise, you're just like, let them have A, and we'll hold B.
Yeah.
So they restarted, and Jazz did an awesome job on that, and he's actually one of the 2 new reporters we have for people to be reporters for TF2 in general. Sigma Signs signed up for it, and so
Awesome.
these people are going to have access to the website and actually be able to post on the main page, news and stuff that relate to the tournament and to TF2 in general. So that'll be really cool to get that going. So watch that. Played Conan with Eric and Wes on Monday, and that was a lot of fun, except for I got stuck in the sky for like 20 minutes. Some weird bug going on.
Bug.
Yeah, some bug, which I finally ported out of there, and the GM then came and said, "Hey, do you need help?" And I said, "No." We've got Beatles working again on 1 and 5 server, which should help people play those better. I don't know if I've heard there were some issues with those servers, so I'm trying to narrow those down and get those servers running properly. And we
I
played
haven't been
a
on
bunch.
5 in a long time.
Well, it's been dead for like a week or so.
That's probably why.
Something with Beatles and something with Source Mod. So I went in there and tweaked it and updated and upgraded, and it's working again, sort of. So we played, what night was that we played? We played, I guess it was Wednesday night. We played a bunch of old maps on one, and it was a lot of jobs was on there. And it was like one of those nights where, have you ever had one of those nights where you just meet the same person over and over again? And
Yes.
we simul-fragged each other so many times. Like even one, we both come around a corner and we both had a medic on us and we kill each other. It was like, and it was awesome. So we played Cyberpunk and Corporation, and then we tried to play Rock, because I've been wanting to play Rock so bad with
What
like
is
a
Rock?
full. It's an old school from original Team Fortress where it's 2 prison bases.
Oh, like
you-
the movie.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Maybe that's why we're losing to The Rock on iTunes.
Losing popularity points.
Possibly. That's right.
Sean Connery.
But you go
Nicolas
in
Cage.
and you basically you get something out of the warden's. I guess you get the briefcase out of the warden's office, and then you run across the whole place to a place that then lets gas out and kills everybody. But you
Okay.
run through the courtyard and spotlights come on and flash around you when you're running through to help detect.
Oh, wow.
It's a lot of fun.
played
And
that?
I'd like to play it more.
I did
fun.
play with you. I played the Shadowrun map for the first time.
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk, whatever it is. I don't know. But it was not.
It's a deathmatch map.
It is, but it's not even like a good death match.
Oh, it's awesome.
No,
It's awesome. You've got to ignore the whole killing each other thing. You do that,
yeah.
but you have to bind a key to use on that map to open secret doors and turn on and off things, and Mario Kart. If
Yeah.
that gives you any.
And Harble Hotel, which I still have not gotten to play.
Harble.
I haven't
love
seen
it.
Harble Hotel. Is that
Yeah,
what
I
he
still
did?
haven't either.
Yeah.
Oh man, we gotta get that on there.
Yeah. I've been telling you about it for 2 months now.
It's
Totally.
terrible though.
I
It's
know
just so
it's-
terrible.
Well, they're all terrible.
Terrible hotel.
Cyberpunk is not good either.
Oh, I love Cyberpunk.
Well, Harble.
Well, Cyberpunk has its charm. I mean, Harble's just. I can't play that map. I don't know.
Well,
where have you played it?
It's on server 3 actually. Somehow.
Server
I think it's on 1 too, but
I wonder if someone played a match on it or something.
I don't know, but that's wacky. Somebody's been playing with your map pusher.
Yeah, I think so. Map pusher.
And I've been playing a lot of different games this week. Like I got my new computer and I got it set up, so I wanted to play all these old games I hadn't played in a while to see what the graphics were like and everything. So I uploaded City of Heroes, played
Yes.
it, graphics exactly the same as I remembered,
Yeah.
because it's that cartoony look and nothing
Right.
really upgraded on
It's
it.
like
You still have a character on there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this was
Are you a jumper, a flyer, or a runner?
flyer, I guess.
Okay. So
No.
fly.
Well, I
like the super jump.
all of it a little bit. I have one thing was I looked on there and I actually have a character called Chaos the Medic. And it's the old school Team Fortress 1 medic look. Like with the mask
really?
and the plus. And I meant to get a screenshot. I'll try to remember to get it for the website because I was just like, holy crap. I can play, TF2 here and people won't believe me. And I downloaded Requiem Bloody Mare. It's free.
Yes.
Or you can pay to get bonus experience and bonus stuff like that. But I haven't played it yet. Wow, there's a lot more in this week, but I don't know if I want to go through it. Let's see. I'm going to pass it on to you.
You're going to pass it on to me? Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't feel like going through any more of this.
You just give up.
I had
Too much crap.
a huge work week. My wine sales job, my paycheck is not where it needs to be, so I did a lot of work this week. Work. Every single day on my little thing has work.
Work.
Now on Monday, I did when you're murdering people with your friends.
Well, it's fun for me too because I play a priest. Normally, I don't have anybody to heal.
Yeah.
And I mean, playing by myself. But so that was fun healing people.
I also, I'm playing a tanky class, and I usually solo. And, you really don't learn how to tank by yourself.
Yeah.
I have no idea how to get the aggro. I don't know.
Right.
I need to learn the balance of my aggro moves and my bleeds.
Well, and there's also
Yeah.
another aspect of this game that's really not in any other MMO presently, which is the collision between models. Mm-hmm. Like most games, the mobs will just run through you to go attack someone. Mm-hmm. This one, they collide with you, so they have to actually run around you. So you can actually, defend your priest or whatever by having a couple people standing between the mob and him.
Kind of
Yes.
bumping
And
and grinding.
when they start trying to run around, you just position yourself and
You can actually box the healing. And then
that's
like
interesting.
It's kind of like what you do on Snow Fort with the cubes.
Yes.
Yes.
You block
I like
the
how
intel.
you bring it back
You like
around.
that? You like that?
Yeah. On Tuesday night, I had a really fantastic wine importer chef in the United actually cooked our dinner. Like he was back there on saute. This is an executive chef. He doesn't have to work anymore. And we had a really fabulous dinner week. I decided to play some TF2 and I log on and then there's Brent and I'm like, Brent, holy cow. I'm like, hey, let's play. And so we played for a little bit and then he was falling asleep at the keyboard.
And I'm still here.
But we did play a lot of maps. We played the Shadowrun map. We played. Sorry, I'm a run, and I played some. We played some Gold Rush, and Thursday I worked all day, like another 14-hour day, just like Wednesday, and then on Friday, 3/4 of an acre in shape, and then that night I logged on for CP After Dark, which I've been hearing stories about it for a long time, and so I'm having a good time, and the intelligence level of the entire server is dropping.
Isn't it great?
And it's directly on the forums. This past Friday has been referred to as CP After Drunk. And so
Yeah.
now keep in mind I've been working. So I had dinner, earlier, and because I needed to go to work that night, I did some stuff at the restaurant, and so I had eaten dinner early, and then I'm like, okay, well, I'll have a few glasses of wine, so I poured myself some wine while I was playing, and after a little while I was there with everyone else because I hadn't eaten in 6 hours, and I mean I have no idea.
Hey.
And I am mortified. I remember Ivy logged on, and I'm like, I didn't hit on her, did I?
That's awesome. Well, she's the one who told me that what I just missed, because I logged in about 3:30 in the morning. I was done playing with our new toy and stuff. So, I was drinking pina coladas. So, and I was like, all right, woo, CP after dark. Oh, everyone's already went to bed.
Yep.
The only person I saw it was on was Cardinal. I was like, so what'd I miss? But I guess he passed out at his computer or something.
Yeah. That wouldn't surprise me.
But it's all saved. So
Yes,
I'll have to watch
for
that.
posterity.
Excellent.
That I don't know. Maybe there's some patty cake on there too. Anyway, so then Saturday was spent in my yard, and then all of a sudden I woke up today and went, "Oh crap! There's a podcast." But I did get a little Conan in on Saturday night. Chatted with Certus from Gamers Job for a little while. Had a good time, and that was my week. Oh, and I also played Lost Winds a little bit
Lost Wind
on the Wii.
Oh, okay. I wanted to hear about Grid, the new racing game. I heard that. Yeah.
Spencer's sick today.
Bad.
We didn't really talk about that very much. We called him up a little while ago and said, "Hey, Spencer," and he's on a TF2 hiatus anyway. So I'm
He's
not really
crazy like that.
Yeah, he's a weirdo.
He's a TF2 Haitian.
Oh. Well, yeah. I've already stopped the show. I might as well say what I just thought about that. I'm having a birthday tomorrow, so feel free to buy me Steam games. Okay, continue.
You know what else? While you're talking about that,
What?
maybe we should sing someone else happy birthday.
Sigma Sign had a birthday a few days ago.
Yes. What are you? You're 15 now?
Pretty much 19.
He's 19, and my guess was like you're 25, 26, something like that.
And
He's so mature.
Everybody always thinks that about me. Whenever my age gets mentioned on the internet, people are like, "What? You're not 35?"
I thought.
Because he acts like one of us, right?
Well,
We're all 35.
I thought he was a boot 22.
Yeah, he's about 22.
And then also tomorrow, someone else shares
see
a
what you-
birthday with you, Nailhead.
Let's see what you did there. Birthday is the same birthday as mine,
Yeah.
June 9th. Wow, that's cool. So many Geminis, huh?
Gemini.
Geminis. So, Sigma Sign to save the day.
Truly
So,
outrageous.
Week. Written here. Well, I didn't play all that much TF2. I had a couple of those pickup games on server 3 that Tasty always loves to organize. And that's basically just where he'll come on to server 1 or 4 or something. He'll be like, "Hey, anybody want to pick up?" And then we'll leave. And all the non-regulars will wonder what the heck's going on. And then we'll go pick teams on number 3, which is pretty fun.
That's cool.
But I had a bit of that. I caught a few of the CP After Darks Monday and Tuesday.
Oh,
It's
not
pretty good.
not the big Friday night game.
Oh, I was there for that for a bit at least. I think I might have been playing some StarCraft 2 that evening. I can't remember, but
Okay.
So did Wes and them run you off with their antics? Is that what happened?
No, what are you talking about? We were. I was healing him like a madman. I got like 3 achievements that night.
Like a madman.
I nearly got you that Darren Soldier one.
I know.
I think I had like 1 kill short or something.
I
It's
know.
pretty bad.
Your failure hurts me.
Yeah, you need to get a real soldier in there to help you out with that one, Wes.
I'm sorry. I don't. Besides Sigma, there's other soldiers.
Yeah.
I wonder what it's like to be a TF2 soldier. Anyway, sorry about
But
that.
certainly not Mint. He's
dun.
one.
Anyway, sorry. Continue.
Well, what else was there? I guess Wednesday I played with Wes and Brent. And my pro TF2 tip for the week, and Wes, you can listen to this one. is that F10 crashes your game. When somebody tells you to hit F10, don't hit it.
I keep seeing people say that, and
Well, okay.
I would like to go a step further. If anybody tells you to hit any key that starts with
I got achievements this week, so my Blutsauger got unlocked, and I was all excited. I'm like, okay, well, how do I change into this weapons? And people start screaming out all these keys, M, F, 12, hit the tilde key, do this, do that,
Yeah.
and I tried all of them. I'm like, well, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. What was it again? And then finally somebody said F10. I'm like, it can't be F10, really? And so
you
then
did it.
it's like do
Slow motion.
and then everything just went away.
What is it really? What's the function of that? What is it really supposed to do?
quick log out, maybe.
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
really
Exit
know.
game? Interesting.
Close
Other
game.
games, like menu or something, but in TF2 it's just game crash.
GFAX Bob says it's close game.
And the funniest thing was, everyone knew what happened, and so it was like the walk of shame,
Do I log back on?
When I log
Maybe
back
they'll
on.
forget.
And
Yeah,
everybody's
can't that
laughing
just
at
be
you.
the standard Alt F4? Do they really need to give us a shortcut key to exit the game?
I know.
Like, is that the boss key or something?
Yeah.
Well, but
the parent key.
who wants that? Who wants something that it's not like it's not right up there near keys that you might actually
Oh,
use.
totally. Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
Now I noticed on your notes, Sigma, that you had there were some wacky names going on CP After Dark.
Oh yeah, the Monday Tuesday was crazy for that because I don't really know how it started exactly, but we decided that it was going to be CP After Bork, and Jolly switched his name to Borky Borkamo. I think Mint was like Borky Brewster. Everybody had Bork somewhere in their name, and like we were all like everybody was just spamming it on the mic channel, so it was getting pretty crazy. That was mainly Monday. I guess it carried over to Tuesday a bit, but.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then to the forums, I think I saw something.
Yeah,
about.
that's where I saw it.
Well,
There was a forum post about it because I think originally on Monday that started on server 4, but then eventually Mint left, so we didn't have any admins left for 4, so we all left and went to join like the 4 people playing on number 1. And they all thought we were crazy because we had already been going for like an hour and a half with this or something. So nobody was playing seriously anymore except for these poor 4 people who were on number 1. And I felt kind of bad about that because they quit pretty quickly.
And so you borked their gameplay, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got pretty borked up about that.
names got changed on Friday night as well. People were naming themselves after the liquors they were drinking.
Yes.
So I
went. Like Wes started out the night as 4 glasses of wine too many or something like that.
which is
And that
weird
was just
because I only had 3 glasses of wine the whole night. Anyway, keep
Are
going.
you sure?
And then I changed it to Oktoberfest after that because I was playing a medic.
I saw that.
And I changed it to Oktoberfest. And the funny part was I didn't really realize what I had done, and I logged on the next day, and I was looking for my score. I'm playing the next day, forgetting I had changed my name for the first time in my entire history of playing TF2. And so I'm looking, I'm like, why is that other name highlighted when I'm looking at the scores? So yeah. So then I was doing terrible yesterday when I was poking around. So I was sucktastic and then super sucktastic.
Nice.
Anyway,
Yeah,
back
I
to
think I was
your week.
on for some of that. That was kind of funny. And then you healed me, and your score was like the highest. But whatever.
I was pretty much number 1 the entire time I played on Friday night and yesterday. So even sucktastic, I was still scoring well.
Nice.
That's because
Yeah,
I was
that's
a
pretty
medic.
good.
Yeah.
Medics just hacks. They get way too many points.
Yeah, they do.
name
I'll vouch
hacks.
for it. Now what Mint was? What was he? He was something Cuervo.
I don't remember what Mint changed his name to.
What were some of the other
I
alcohol
remember
names?
eventually he tried to change his name back to Mint, but he spelled the condition wrong and intentionally otherwise. I don't know.
Anyway, okay, back to your week. I'm sorry, I keep interrupting you.
Yeah. Well, that night, a lot of people were getting really mad at me because my name was not Sigma Sign the entire night. I was either talking about drinks or eventually I switched my name to Ultra Blue. and he had switched his name to Sigma Sign a long time ago, and he was playing Sniper, which anybody who knows me will know that I'm a very bad sniper. But like Squish was almost quitting on the verge because Ultra Blue kept headshotting him with my name,
Nice.
and Ultra Blue was just killing people with snipers. So alcohol has something to do with that.
True. I generally look for people's avatars instead of their names because they change so much when I play like late at night. So I can easily spot your sine wave avatar.
Yeah,
Did
we
you
hadn't
guys
even
switch?
changed avatars. So.
Oh, you didn't know. Yeah. Anyway, so
what else have I been doing? I keep trying to diversify the maps we get on the server. Like every time I make a vote, there'll be like one popular map on there, and then a whole bunch of random names that I try to get people to vote for, just based on the fact that they don't know what it is, but they never get voted, and we end up on like PL Dust Bowl or PL Gold Rush all the time.
I finally got to play PL Dust Bowl.
how'd you like
it's
it?
pretty.
It wasn't bad. We got totally steamrolled though. Were you there for that one? I think you were, Sigma. But
Now, the only problem I have with it is it really seems to stalemate at the start, like every leg. And then as soon as you get out of that, then the match goes on. But you spend like so long just in your respawn area for some reason.
I did not notice
And
that.
I don't know if it's because people's moved up their defense, to right at the cart, or if it, and not guarding the, base. Because, this is mainly on PL Dust Bowl, I guess.
I haven't noticed
Well,
that.
that happens on Gold Rush sometimes too. Like you won't even move the card at all for like the first minute or two of the game, and then you'll just roll on through.
Yeah.
Just because the way they concentrate the defense, I guess. I don't know.
And setup time. I mean, you've got that. You've got that initial, or if you can, manage to delay your Uber till after they pop there.
It would change the game too drastically instead of having a setup time like that. If they had it where the cart was on a setup time, sort of where it couldn't move for X amount of time, but you could put in defenses to kind of counteract that initial defense of the defense.
Well, that would kind of wreck point one because I mean, your offense would come out of the gates or whatever, and they'd have all their heavies and medics and stuff standing around point one. So all the NGs would stay to point two the entire game because they wouldn't be able to set up at point one at all.
Yes.
So it would kind of just be like point one's a roll and then it grinds to a halt.
So it'd be kind of like the original Dust Bowl, kind of.
Well, the other thing is, like especially like if you were on Gold Rush, that first point, the team can only really come through that one tunnel, unless they go over to those other unless they jump over to the other stairs. So you'd end up with the race for that tunnel, and then there would be a fight at the tunnel, and then one person in the back moving the cart forward, to try to finally catch the attackers who are standing in the tunnel.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to try it.
Okay.
Do you
Well,
see
someone
this,
make that. Someone make that happen.
Do you see this note here from Mr. Jay Crowley in the chat room?
Mr. J. Crowley. Does anybody else think of Twisted Sister when you see that?
No.
Didn't they have
No.
a song called Mr. Crowley? Something like that?
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, anyway, what's the point?
He says that Valve has been saying that they're considering making a payload map where you can, or mode where you can build on the cart. Would that be? Has anyone heard that? Where it would be big enough
I
for
heard of that.
sentries?
You'd have like a floating fortress of a cart that would kind of just roll on through and mow down the enemy with your sentries. That sounded kind of fun.
It does.
yeah.
I wonder if they could design one where the payload started in a middle point, and your goal was to escort it to your side too.
Like a tug of war?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that would be pretty cool if you could do that.
And it wasn't Twisted Sister; it was Ozzy.
No, Twisted Sister had something about Crowley.
Oh well, I don't know.
I'm sure Ozzy did too. Don't get me wrong. Crowley was a popular song back then. Or maybe
Okay.
Twisted Sister redid it.
Maybe.
We are way off topic, and we don't even have Spencer to deride us for it.
So
So, what's this about Dominator? Dominator started up.
Yeah.
Dominator started this Saturday.
dun 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 dun.
It's pretty funny, just watching people freak out about who's after them because, well, I know half the list of the people who are in this game.
Because you're the
And
admin, right?
yeah, well, I wanted to play as well, so what I did was I just split the list down the middle between Jolly and I, and I sorted out the half of the list.
So
And,
can you do quickly like a explanation of how the game is played?
life that people play, and everybody in the game is given the name of somebody else, and they have to go find them on the servers, any server, and get a domination on them. So, and once they get that, then the person they dominated will give the name that they were hunting to the next person. So we started off with 56 people, and eventually you'll get down to 2 people that have each other's name, and the first person to get the domination there wins.
So how did you choose the names? Do you have a technique or some random
Well, I just ran. Well, I have a little bit of organization to the list that I can give away, I guess. Mostly it was just random. The only thing that I set was that all the EU people are closer together in the list, so there's not a really big slowdown because of playtime.
That's
But
good.
other than that, it's just like randomly sorted top to bottom, and there's just one big loop of people going after each other.
Nice. Nice.
Excellent.
I support this death.
So that was pretty fun. I mean, the forums are kind of going crazy with people paranoid, and there's a couple cool rivalries about people who have figured it out, like Ook and Panda. Panda knows that Ook is after him.
Who was it that put the
got to
target in the forums?
What's that?
Who was it that put the target in the forums?
Oh, that was Flonk. He's after Griffin P. Because right when I was giving the names out, I was going down my list, so I gave Griffin P. His name to Flonk.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. And I was playing
Because everybody I know who's in the game, well, I was playing with Hoppy and I dominated him. And I sent him a Steam message. It's like, oh, you got dominated, and then it's like, I'm not really hunting you. Whatever. I just like all the random beacons and all that kind of stuff. It's so
I get dominated as it is just because people are like, "Ooh, it's West."
people on our server that I get dominated a lot.
Yes, that
Yeah,
too.
same
that
here.
too. Nivek will hunt me down as a spy.
Nice.
He'll hunt me down, and then
Then laugh over the channel.
yes, and then creep everyone out because he says he's could be.
He's got
Ooh.
like his little cigarette holder. He's like, "This is Wendy. This is Duncan. I'm coming after you, Wes."
So, are you still on your week?
yeah, technically. I mean,
Oh, okay.
I've got
That's okay. I was just wondering.
Way to bring it down.
Are you
well,
still?
for Spencer, so I've been working on my bland.
Yeah.
How's that going with the raid?
Bigger than all the rest of ours because, well, you're always playing.
Well,
Yeah,
and you're also young enough to have time to play.
that's true.
Yeah.
I can handle playing till 3 a.m. and then getting up at 9 or whatever anyways, so
Ouch.
I can live with it.
That kind of craziness
For like
doesn't
one
happen
day,
around here.
and then I'll suck the next day, but whatever.
So what about this non-TF2 stuff you have up here?
Yeah, well, I've been playing a lot more games other than TF2 with CP people recently, which really improves them. One One, I think the game that I started this with was Hidden Source, thanks to Squish for making this group, like every other non-TF2 CP group he made, which is all of them, 20 or 30. I don't know how many there are.
Yeah.
And I played that a lot, not this week, but in the past, mainly with the ninjas. We'll all go and take over a server. And I guess I can say basically what Hidden Source is a game where one player is randomly an invisible guy with a knife, and everybody else is like some military paranoid, like
Is this a kind of based off the Predator? Wasn't there a mod called Predator or something like that?
I don't know. It would be similar to that kind of thing, though.
The
Gee.
Cool, but you could already get the because that
friend, and I played it for a while, and it just was, I don't know, it just was not, it did not make me happy. It was too ludicrous, of course, to take seriously, and too serious to be ludicrous. I couldn't find a good balance in there.
but the fact that you had a gun that shot lightning and shurikens was sweet, and that's pretty much the only reason I played it. And other than that,
fashion Tory
you
stuff.
control each part of your body and make up random fighting moves. And I don't know it that well because I haven't made it through that. I can't understand how to relax and contract my elbow joints well enough to attack or something. So
Yeah,
I'm trying to, but I'm failing.
Yeah, there's a lot of keyboard shortcuts that make it easier, but it's a lot of memorization. I downloaded it and checked it out, and I didn't think that I'd play it again, so I uninstalled it. It's just a little too much of a steep learning curve, I think. But seeing it in action, seeing the demo, or just YouTubing it and seeing all the cool moves that people come up with, I think that's where the entertainment is. I don't think it's necessarily building them, or at least it's not for me, you know.
Yeah, I think I dropped in the vent channel where they like pelvic thrust somebody else's head off, and
Yeah, yeah. If you're good at the game, it's
to
gonna
play the game, but
Yeah.
I haven't got to it yet.
yeah, it's gonna rule for those who are good at it.
Game so he can come and own me.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
and do a pelvic thrust to your head.
Yeah, probably.
Ouch.
He's that kind
Would
of
hurt.
guy.
Okay. And other than that, games in. Haven't played StarCraft. Get into it with the CP people because you all get on vent and you play like 2-on-3s or 3-on-3s, 2-on-2s, whatever.
Ooh, I'd love to do that.
Well, you're in the StarCraft group, so you've probably already got my spammy messages. Every time I play, I just spam a message out to
and that's
everyone.
good. Yeah, keep it up too. It was just I don't remember what it was. It was bad timing for me, but keep the spam up because I totally want to play.
Eric
Yeah, I
loves
think
his
you're on
spam.
snooze or something, but I just send messages anyway. So.
Yeah.
It works better than announcements.
Do you
'cause
do
people actually
do you
respond.
do like a big city? You know what I'm talking about? The shared resources.
Well, the regular game style has you all like separate economies, separate sets of units.
Right.
There is a style where you can all control the same set of units.
I like that
you're
one. That
playing
one's fun.
51 player, but it's really really hard to do because unless you know the other player as a StarCraft player like pretty well,
Mhm.
then you end up just like controlling your units into shooting each other practically.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't like playing it.
People building redundant buildings and going, oh
Yeah.
crap, I already built that. Yeah.
And we've got a whole bunch of people playing that are just like playing the game for the first time or the first time in like 5 years or something. So we sort of have a
Yeah.
few of us that are pretty good at it, and then we have a lot of us that are like
It would be me. So yeah, I'll be sucky at first.
And this is StarCraft 1 because
Yeah.
StarCraft 2 hasn't come out yet, right?
Yeah.
Right.
If you have,
but
if you
I've
have
been
StarCraft, well, if you have StarCraft 2, you've done something illegal.
Yeah.
yeah.
But that's awesome. I mean,
And if you-
no.
If anybody listening has StarCraft 2, send me your bootleg copy.
I've been playing some single campaigns,
Oh, cool.
but my son likes to push the button on the front of my computer.
Oh,
Oh.
the one that turns it off?
Yes, my son likes that button. He likes the button on the front of the Wii as well. And yeah, so I keep losing StarCraft games.
So did you cut off his finger yet?
No,
Okay.
no,
That's what I did
You
to my
just-
son when he was going for it.
really. I found that I can.
Yeah, you just gotta learn to be faster, Wes, and finish the game before he turns it off.
Yeah.
I know. Or I need to buy more duct tape to keep him up against stuck to the wall.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
work too.
Age of
Yeah,
Conan?
Consciously, I know it would be fun to play with CP people and all, but in the past I have had bad experiences with me getting really addicted to MMOs.
Mm.
So I'm consciously keeping myself out of that kind of thing until Ion comes out in
Oh, yeah.
a few months or year or so, or however long they're in development on
That's-
that one.
That's the big winged, like flying
Yeah,
one. Okay.
Like everybody's got wings, and it looks from what I've seen of the gameplay videos.
Okay, now here's one thing that did kind of annoy me about it. Is when timing's awesome, and then they're like, and you can fly, and I'm like, well, why do you need to climb? You know, I'm not going to climb if I can fly.
You need to climb after you've like messed up flying and fallen to your death, and have to climb back down to your corpse or something. I don't know.
That's crazy.
I don't know. So I'm probably going to get into that, and I know a few people from CP have been watching that one as well, so I'll probably drag them all into a server, and we'll play. That'll be pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
Well, while we're talking MMOs, should we
sure.
give away a 14-day trial edition of World of Warcraft?
Yes. So send us.
No, we're doing this differently.
Send
Okay.
us.
If you're in the chat room, wait, no, that won't work.
Why?
What is that?
I couldn't think of something after that.
Oh,
What can they do if they're in the chat room?
I don't know. We could have another survey to see who gets it.
Okay.
Now that'll
No.
take time for you to program it
Yeah.
in. Let's not do that.
Should we just say the first person who sends me a tell?
No. What? No, that's a terrible idea. Let's just do a
The first person
drawing.
that sends you a tell?
Let's just do a drawing from emails. Let's get some emails.
Oh, no,
in.
I want to do something now. I want it over and done with.
Okay. Well, then you figure it out. Good luck.
Okay, the first person to send Wes a tell gets it.
No.
Really? I don't even know what that is. I don't know how to get.
Windows popping up, you know.
Look, he got one in Steam.
I got one in Steam.
Is that it?
So, the
Nazis could send Wes your mailing address. We'll get this out to you.
Yes. So mail us at cp@deadworkers.com and we'll. So, Nazis, do you already have World of Warcraft? This is the part.
The Nazis don't play World of Warcraft.
I don't know. They might.
They
There's
play
the
Indiana
possibility.
Jones.
The chances of them playing are great.
But only 1 and 2.
There's 10 million people playing the game. I'm sure.
The Nazis equals zinc.
Oh,
Did
Zeke.
not. Wow, man, zinc has really gone downhill. Anyway, so let's move on. We are this is a terrible show. On to reconnaissance.